Court calls case People versus Christopher Lambros.
James Gallagher, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Christopher Lambros. Mr. Lambros, good morning. If you could please state your name for the court.
Mr. Lambros, you're muted.
Okay. Christopher George Lambros.
All right.
And Your Honor-
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Go ahead,
Mr.
Mr. Gallagher. Go ahead.
I was just going to say I did reach out to Mr. Lambros. We haven't been able to talk prior to this.
I haven't talked to you once.
All right. Ms. Valera.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lambros is before the court for a violation of probation hearing. This hearing was adjourned from October 12th with the hopes that Mr. Lambros would meet with me and get back into compliance. He did report to me as directed. However, Your Honor, he is still in non-compliance with terms in that he has a balance of $390. He did make a $250 payment to the court on October 13th. He's failed to complete the relapse prevention program, which I gave him the referral for again. He's also failed to provide proof of his community service. He has tested positive for on October 13th and on October 18th, as the court had instructed him to begin weekly testing. He has failed to test as directed after that. He's missed numerous tests. Your Honor, he did send me an email indicating that he had COVID. However, provided proof from a home test. I instructed him that I needed documentation from his doctor's office, and I've not gotten that. He should have resumed testing after the quarantine time. However, he insists that he's still sick and has not followed through with providing me any other documentation. Probation is recommending that Mr. Lambros pay the balance of the $390 today, that he be remanded to jail to serve 5 days for the violations to date, that he report to the Washtenaw County Jail by 6 p.m., that we extend the prosecutor deferred sentence for a period of 6 months, and I'm being generous, Your Honor, given that he's not been in compliance, that he pay an additional $180 oversight fees within 60 days, that he complete the CCOP program, given I believe that he needs a little higher level of care, and that he enroll in that program within 7 days, that he continue weekly random testing at community corrections, and having no further positive tests, or be subject to serve the remaining jail time and loss of the prosecutor deferred, that he become compliant with all other conditions as the court has previously ordered, with a review hearing being set May 17, 2023 at 9 a.m.
You've not had an opportunity, I hear, Mr. Gallagher, to speak to him.
No, I have not, Your Honor.
All right. Give you a breakout room to speak to him before I do this. Did you want to speak to him, or you want me to wait and then put you into a breakout room with him, or you want Mr. Schmidt to do it?
Oh, I could speak to him, Your Honor.
All right.
The other, looks like the other two cases that are left, I was not able to make contact with those individuals either. Although
All right. The
court's aware of one of them.
Yeah, let me pass the Lambros matter real quick. Good afternoon, or morning, I guess it still is. Court recalls the case of the People versus Lambros.
James Gallagher, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Christopher Lambros. Mr. Lambros, if you could please state your name for the court.
Christopher Lambros.
Your Honor, thank you for the opportunity to meet with Mr. Lambros. We did review the allegations that Ms. Pilara had gone over. And Your Honor, he doesn't dispute the allegations, so there's no need for a hearing. I just wanted to make some comments on his behalf in regards to the recommendation when appropriate.
Yes, go ahead.
Your Honor, Mr. Lambros, and I recognize that the recommendation from Ms. Pilara is providing him another opportunity here. Mr. Lambros is just asking for some relief as to the recommendation for the jail time judge. He said he dropped yesterday. I don't believe those results have come back yet, but that he's been negative since those dates in October where he did have the positive results. Also, Judge, he said he can pay $390 today.
I did it already. I already paid it. Just paid.
Okay. It sounds like he's paid that, Judge, since we were on record previously. And then the other thing that he stated, Judge, is that he has recently signed up to go to Bear River. He's just waiting for a call back from them, and he doesn't want to miss that opportunity to go to that program. I know the court and probation is very familiar with that program.
And Teresa Player on behalf of probation, again, Your Honor, I did want to update the court. I did verify that Mr. Lambros did make the $390 payment. And I did get notification of his drug test from yesterday, which he was positive.
Positive. Wow.
Mr. Lambros, anything you want to tell the court?
Jesus, I'm just trying to get to this treatment program, sir. I've been battling with addiction since I was 18 years old. That's 30 years now. If you guys could just give me the opportunity to wait for them to call me so I can get up there and get that 30-day program in, I would very much appreciate that. As you were just told, I did make the $390 payment.
Well, Mr. Lambros, one of the
Yes, sir.
first things you have to do is you have to be honest about stuff. And you're not being honest about things. You're trying to do what you want to do. We tried to get you into a relapse prevention program. You won't go.
Well, I was positive for COVID. I was positive for COVID that weekend, and I couldn't.
And then when you came out of COVID, what'd you do?
Well,
Did you try to get yourself back in it?
yeah,
No.
they're not. The next ones aren't until December and January with that relapse prevention program. So I didn't sign up because
What about the community service?
I didn't attempt to do that. I was told I could pay $50 towards that in a donation to a program. And I can pay that right now if that's permissible. Excuse me.
Well, either option. Why didn't you do that? Why are we here and now you're telling me this? Why are we here and all of a sudden during the break you can pay the $390? Why didn't you do this all before? And now I'm going to ask, okay, and now I'm going to ask you a really tough question. And I'm going to let you say what you want to say to me. And just be careful how you answer. When's the last time you used? Think before you answer me. I'm not as stupid as I look.
I know that very much. So 4 days ago, 3 days ago. What's
Then-
today? Today is Wednesday. It would have been Monday.
Yeah. So when Miss Polero said your test was positive, why'd you rock back in your chair like there was some great surprise?
You know, I thought I drank enough water. But
Yeah,
all I can say, sir.
I know. You thought you were going to pass the test. Your shock was whatever you're trying to do to cover it up, you didn't do it. It didn't work. So, Mr. Lambros,
Yes, sir.
more than say lying to probation or your attorney or even the court, when are you going to quit lying to yourself?
Right now,
Really, today?
I have no choice, sir.
When did that? Oh, we all have choices. You had choices all throughout this case. You just picked the wrong one.
My best choice would be right now.
Anything else you want to say to me before I sentence you, sir?
No, sir.
Let me just say this. One thing about my probation department under my direction is we try to give people opportunities to do things. And you can take those opportunities or not. It is rather amazing, quite frankly, when I was looking at the recommendation and everything else, and then with the follow-up information of Ms. Belair is just a good person. That's all I can say. Because the cold-hearted reality of this is it would be easier for her if she didn't care about people and care about you. It would be easier for me if I didn't care about people and didn't care about you, to just give you the jail time, close the case, call it a day. And somehow, deep down, I think that's what you're waiting to have happen. But in spite of that, we're going to, I'm going to follow the recommendation. Ms. Valera, I've seen in a lot of ways sometimes how she works miracles with people, but they have to cooperate with her.
Your Honor, can I ask the court to require Bear River? If the court's inclined to follow a program, because that is an inpatient program, and given this additional test, I think that inpatient would be appropriate to start
Sure.
instead of number 5 of CCOP.
All right. Mr. Lambro?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now that you're being truthful, did you really call Bear River?
Yes.
Are you waiting on a call back from them, really?
I called Access and I'm waiting for Access to get back in touch with me.
Oh, okay. So you didn't really call Bear River.
They have to call me. That's the place I wanted to go. I want to go to because it's out of town, and I hear that it's really well equipped. And then there's like a dual diagnosis.
Who's that talking that you're repeating and parroting to me?
That's my girlfriend.
So let me ask you this, Mr. Lambros.
Yes, sir.
When did you call them or call Access?
This morning?
Yeah. This morning. And do you really think you calling right before a holiday, they're going to call you back? I mean, you don't really expect a call.
I didn't really think about that, sir.
So, okay, Mr. Lambert, when did you think they were going to call you back?
I hopefully as soon as they could. Today, maybe Friday. Please give me one more chance, Your Honor. This whole choice that I've been trying to live a lie on has not been working out for me.
Everything you've been doing is a lie. The worst thing you can do, and I don't need to know what the actual communication is between you and your attorney, none of my business. The worst thing you can do is tell your attorney that you called Bear River and you're waiting for Bear River to call back, because that's not quite true.
I meant Access. My apologies.
No, you didn't. You didn't mean Access. Stop lying. You wanted it communicated to the court, Bear River, because you knew that would mean something to the court. And you wanted me to know that so that I didn't give you jail time.
Well, I know that they're a good program.
Mr. Lambros,
Yes, sir.
I'm really not a hard person to figure out. People that have been before me clearly understand. I get after 20 some odd years, people have problems. They have issues. But your attorney will tell you two things. One, if you try to lie to the man, he'll know. And he'll know when you're skirting the truth. And the other thing I think Mr. Gallagher would tell you is that if you're truthful with me, I'll work with you. We'll figure it out. But you're going to have to make that decision. I can't force you to be truthful.
Sir,
I can't force you to tell me what really needs to be said and where you are. But I sure as heck can tell when you're lying to me. Anything else you want to tell me?
I didn't call Access. I didn't call Bear River. I want to go to Bear River. Access.
So you hold it.
Being honest with you.
You did. I know you didn't even call Access, did you?
No, sir, I did not. I apologize for lying. I'm just trying to. Trying not to go to jail.
Mr. Lambros, what are you trying to do?
Trying to get off this drug. Okay, is what I'm trying to do. I really don't want to go sit in Washington County throughout the holiday.
And I don't like sending people. But Mr. Lambros,
Yes, sir.
I've been dealing with addicts for years. And the interesting thing is they begin to tell things, but the lie that you told just falls apart. And at some point, reality is you pay the price for it.
Okay.
I just don't want you paying with your life. And Mr. Lambros, if you want to be truthful, we'll help you.
I do.
We'll walk that journey with you. But if you want to head off into another path, we're not going with you. That sole decision is yours. And I trust implicitly Ms. Polera. And so when I look at this recommendation, Ms. Polera, God bless her, sees some worth in you. The shame of that is you don't see it in yourself. So I'm going to follow a recommendation with one change. You're to pay $365. We verified and probation verified that that's been paid. I am going to follow a recommendation to extend your prosecutor's deferred sentence for a period of 6 months. You are to pay an additional $180 probation oversight fees within the next 60 days. I changed the recommendation based upon your lie that you had contacted Bear River and what Ms. Polera said to me, but now I have to scratch that out. And I'm going to indicate that you are to complete we'll start at this, the CCOP program, the CCOP. You're to enroll in that program within the next 15 days.
What does that stand for?
Ms. Polera?
Community Corrections Outpatient Program.
Okay,
Is that Community Corrections, Mr. Lambros?
okay. Thank you.
You're to continue your weekly random drug testing at Community Corrections.
Okay,
Mr. Lambros, I'm just going to tell you. I don't want any further positive tests. I don't want any further mistests.
okay.
You're to become and remain compliant with your previous order and conditions. I will set a review hearing out 6 months, May 19th, 2023 at 9 a.m. Now, Mr. Lambros, I make my own decisions. But given what you did today and before, how much time should I send you for? Be honest with yourself, Mr. Lambros, because I've already decided in a lot of ways. You tell me that. Given the lies that you said before, the lies I think, and again, I don't know the communication that you told to your attorneys, the lies that you then, at least 2 of them, that you told here and tried to lead everybody down a path. How long should I send you? Because you're going. It's just a matter of how much time.
I don't know, sirs.
No. I don't know is not a good enough answer. It's about time you start making decisions. 5 was before you did the stuff today. I'll wait.
7 days?
And to remand the defendant to the Washington County Jail for a period of 10 days for the violations to date and what he's done here today. You are to report to the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. this evening. Your failure to report will result in a bench warrant that will be issued, and that bench warrant, when it's issued, will have no bond.
No problem. I'll see you guys there.
And I don't mean 6:01. I mean by 6 p.m.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey everyone. So I did do a little checking last night, and he actually did turn himself into the jail. So he did, and obviously I'm kind of surprised by that just because of his lies, not only to the judge, but the lies he's been telling himself. So anyways, that's the latest news I have, and I will definitely be trying to follow up on this case. So thank you for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day.